Former Vice President Moody Awori has eulogized his boss of just over 4 years, the late Mwai Kibaki, as a patient man and the best man for Kenya's top job who served at the right time. Speaking exclusively to NTV, the former Funyula MP said Kibaki should be remembered for steering the country to prosperity and institutionalizing a government that was responsive to the common wananchi. He spoke to NTV's James Smart.
Oh, I met President Kibaki way back in 1947 at Mangu. We were students. And then I left, and we never met again until in the 60s, when Jaramogi persuaded him to leave his job at Makerere to come and work as executive officer for KANU. He was a remarkable person, a likable person, a person that was social. Any good things that need to be said about a person should be said about Kibaki. During the campaigns to remove KANU, I was with Raila in LDP, and Kibaki was in another outfit with Charity Ngilu and Kijana Wamalwa. When we got together to work together, we formed what we called a summit, which really worked, brought together and did. It was the supreme body. And I became the chairman of that summit. So we worked together until we succeeded in getting Kibaki as president. And then he gave me the ministerial position in the Ministry of Home Affairs. Kijana Wamalwa was appointed the vice president. Unfortunately, within the next 6 months, he got ill and he passed away. One morning, I was working in my office and I got a call. You are required at State House. So I went to State House and I was ushered in, and in his humorous way, he said, hapa iko kazi. Hapa iko kazi, wewe unaweza kuifanya hii kazi. So I said, kazi gani? Wewe unajua. Wewe unajua tu iko kazi gani. So I said, whatever kazi unataka kunipatia, mimi niko tayari. So we laughed, and he said, of course, you know, we are still mourning my friend Kijana Wamalwa, but the government must continue. So I think you can help me in running this government. Are you ready? So I said, yes. You see, I was older than him, and yet he was my boss. But he didn't forget that fact, that I was his elder brother. So our chemistry worked. He was, very human. And he always said, a nation is judged by the way it treats its least of its people. And so, in the Ministry of Home Affairs, there was the Department of Correction, the Prisons Department. And he knew that things were not good there. So remembering the thing that the nation is judged by the way it treats its least of its people, he said, go there and see that the prisoners and the warders are properly treated. During the campaign in 2002, we had stated ambitiously that when we take over, we will implement a new constitution in 100 days. That is the usual political. And indeed, we believed we could do that. But of course, when we took over, there were a lot of things, that could not allow us to do that. We started, unfortunately, and that is like everyone else, Kibaki was no angel, but he was the best person there was at the time and even of now. There were one or two things that did happen. And there was the memorandum of understanding that we had written before. It was not implemented. And that created now a question of intra-fighting that delayed the matter of the new constitution. In spite of that, we still made efforts to bring a new constitution. The new constitution, by then I was no longer with him, but the new constitution of 2010 was promulgated under his stewardship. The people in Western and in Nyanza, and I had a very good relationship with them. And I had gone into this with Raila. They told me, look, we still need you, but not with the line you have taken. You are supporting Mwai Kibaki. We are on the other side. Come back. And I told them, thank you. But I believe in Kibaki and his stand, and I will continue that way. And of course, even in my constituency, they said, look, you have done everything, and we want you to continue. But we are on the other side. And I said, thank you. I've served you for a quarter of a century. If it is that my performance is now is ignored because of the stand I'm making, then I'm right. I'll be happy, to retire. But I'll continue to serve you outside the elective position. And that is what has happened. Well, the lowest moment, I think, obviously, the lowest moment is when my people did not come with me, in spite of the side there, they did not come with me because of, they didn't see what I had done, what we had worked together, and so forth. That was a low moment in my political career. I think the things have changed. In our time, at least when I got into politics, and for quite some time. Indeed, members of parliament and other elective people, they were there to serve their electorate. Compensation in the way of salary, the way of allowances was secondary. Today, it's the other way around. People look for